YouTube, today I have a sad story for you. We're doing account reviews right now. And I logged in on this account and I said, bro, what happened? And he said, well, my girlfriend found my account. Because I looked at this and I was like, okay, server 39? Why is your level so low? What's going on? She found out he was VIP 7. She went through his Google Play history and he was never allowed to play again. But he's back with us now, which is nice. That's like $1,000. So he never played for months. You know what the mad thing is? They're still together. So, given that sad story, let's go take a look at this account. Let's go take a look at the damage. Because, somehow the relationship survived. And looking at this, let's hope the account did too. Hopefully, it's fine. I mean, it probably wasn't fine at the time. Imagine if your girlfriend found out how much you'd spent. You were saving for... Oh! You were saving for a house? Oh, bro! How do you even have a house? You'd have been kicked to the curb, bro. If I'm like, honey, you know that house we're saving for? Yeah. Well, I spent $1,000. $1,000 on what? A children's mobile game. Right? What do you mean a children's mobile game? Oh, I bought some cartoon characters that don't even exist and I spent $1,000. Oh, my dude. How did she not dump you? You're like the luckiest man in the world. You've seen hell and come out the other side. How? How are you still together? I don't know whether I feel bad for her or for you. Oh, she was mad? Oh, your friend sat there? Your friend had to watch this? No, wait. Did your friend dob you in? Did your friend tell her? Because that is no friend of yours if he did. How did she find out, dude? Like, what? How? There's no way you're dumb enough to just turn around to your mate and been like, oh, bro, I just spent $1,000 on this. And she walks in the room and like, wait, $1,000 on what? How the heck did you do this? What happened? No way. Like, forget his heroes. None of this matters. I want to know the story. You can't explain how bad it was? Yes, you can. You must for content. Oh. So, how did she find out? Because that is the golden question. What did you say? She was curious what I was spending my money on. Okay. Oh, wait. Oh, so she's thinking, hang on a second. We're saving, but last month you said you had this much money, yet you still have the same amount of money. How are you going paycheck to paycheck? We've been like going minimal on groceries. Wait. You had 5k saved. She had 15k. So you got lazy. You were like, oh, my girlfriend's so good at saving money. It'll be fine, right? You're like the kind of person, I bet, that goes to the gym. You burn 1 kilogram. So you have like a whole week of cheat days to pat yourself on the back for burning the kilogram. Rather than burning another kilogram. You just eat crap and you put on like half a kilogram and you're like, oh, it's okay. Because I net burned half a kilogram. Right? But this is so accurate. Yeah, exactly. We all do it, right? You're like, oh, I lost all that weight. Let's eat a pizza. That's exactly what you did. You were like, girlfriend's saving all this money. Guess I can afford $1,000 on a mobile game. And then you got it good, dude. You got the cane. Holy smokes. How did you survive? How? No way. She saved 3 times as much, man. The question is, if you spent $1,000 on Idle Heroes, what else did you spend money on? Were you like coming home wearing like decked out in Burberry, being like, yo, just bought some really new fancy drip, and she's like, you know that house we're saving for? Oh my word. Oh. Yeah, where's the other 9,000? Then again, we're assuming they make the same amount of money. Oh, you split all the bills, that kind of stuff. Okay. That's fair. Oh, either way. How did you... What did you say? Like, you must have groveled and pleaded and begged. Because at first, like, you know, I'm on your side, right? What you spend your money on is your business. But if you and your girlfriend are committed to save for a house, she has every right to be mad at you. And you just kept on saying, I'm sorry, and you won't play. And there you go. Ladies and gentlemen, that is the backstory to why we have an account older than me and the history playing this game. This account is probably like 5 years old. This account's ancient, man. Actually, no, I'm server 22 for my original. This is server 39. So it's still like 3 years old, this account. Like maybe 2.5 years old. The progress, not as far as it could be, especially for a VIP 7. So yeah, this is impressive. You've come back. And you know what? I think you've bounced back quite nicely. We've got Eloise, Sherlock, we've got Inosuke, there's Delacium here, Garuda. You know, we've got some decent heroes. You went with Halora as your first Transcendent. Then you went with Eos. And what I find really interesting with this is a totally new approach to Transcendence heroesing. Halora and Eos are actually a really nice pairing. And you could be like, hang on a second, where be the Sword Flash? But actually, the fact there's Eos and Halora, they work so well together, you might not even need Sword Flash, man. You might not. I mean, she helps. She's good. And what, you hope the girlfriend sees this video? Oh, me too. Me too. But you're back, and you're now free to play. I get that. Yeah. Heck, if you say, I'm back, we've got the house, and she pays the mortgage because I'm busy spending Idle Heroes money, I'd be like, whoa, no, 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 no. So we've stayed at VIP 7. You've never spent any money on this, ever since, anyway. And that's fair enough, dude. And you've probably learned your lesson, and that actually, you know what? It's probably stopped you from impulse buying in Idle Heroes, and I think that's fair, right? Because Idle Heroes can get expensive fast. You can lose money quick. Right? The VIP series has easily spent like 3 grand. That money disappears. It really does. It goes, it's gone. It's gone. It's gone. It's gone. Why? Well, I do it for content, but I know once you get that itch, it's very easy to keep on spending. So I totally get it, man. I totally get you can get sucked into spending. I totally get why she's mad. And I'm really glad the two of you managed to come out the other side of this. And hopefully she understood you had a bit of a spending problem on Idle Heroes, and you know what? You quit the game, which was the right thing to do. How crazy is that, guys? Right? When the game rules your life rather than you ruling it, that's when you stop. And you did. And it's actually a really good thing that you had that other half there to help you from the spending trap. Because you managed to walk out the other side. Now you're a free-to-play player. You're enjoying the game in a completely different way. And hopefully, you've managed to save up for a house in that time as well, which is great. So your life is better for it. And she stayed with you, so that's great. Saved a relationship. Saved his wallet. Good for him. Yeah. And then you've returned to the game with a healthier mindset. You'll love it. It's great. Everyone wins. Oh, crazy, though. Absolutely crazy. Right, we've got some copies of Rogan here. Rogan could be an optional E5 coming forward. It's got another copy there. So another E5 you could consider building here would be Rogan. We've got a Sherlock there. Not going to be much use, though. We've already got E5 Sherlock. Queen. Interesting that she is a homeowner, but you don't have Ignis. So one thing you might want to consider is pushing, potentially, Abyss Seal Land, getting an E5 Ignis, 2 9-star Ignises, combining them with the Halora. That would work quite nicely. You've got a Punisher of Immortal Splendid. Love to see it. Crit damage. Okay, big money, big money. We've got the Demon Bell Radiant. Any other artifacts? Or is that it? Oh, no, we got a Crown. Oh, and it's splendid. Ooh, and it's on Eos. Okay. Now, one thing you need to do is level up the Eos. I assume she's a recent build, given that she only came out this week. That's fair enough. Got some other stuff going on here. Nothing too amazing. Yeah, it's not too bad. A few decent, splendid artifacts. And Crown on Eos is pretty decent. It is, yeah. It's a nice defensive, tanky Eos. Makes sense. Good, solid hero. Can't complain. And combine that with Halora, it's quite a tanky team, really. An aggressive Halora, funnily enough, with the Punisher of Immortal. But no, I could see that working. I can see that doing good. I'm not sure how well you're going to be able to do in Abyss Seal Land, though, with that build. Although you have beaten Seal Land 21, so that is a good thing. Try and push a little harder with that. Gonna need to E5 an Ignis to do it. Although the crown will go on the Ignis, you just need a little something else. I don't know if Punisher is going to be enough for the Halora. You may need Antlers, maybe Augustus Magic Ball, that kind of thing. So that's probably the best way to go. Now, why Andrea? Where is Andrea? I don't think we have an Andrea, right? Just a 9-star Andrea. I assume it was just like a project they built up because they had the light food. They needed to consolidate the bag, so they just built a 9-star Andrea. Because doing that with light food is fine, actually, guys. If you have a load of light food lying around and tons of copies of a hero, 9-starring them, same with the Dark Faction. It's a totally fine thing to do, because, I mean, look at all the 5-stars we have here. It's not like it's hurt the progress at all. It's a totally fine thing. And we've got tons of carry copies, too. It's fine. So it's just consolidating your food together, because you know at some point you'll probably build carry as an E5. You'll probably build Andrea as an E5. It's a smart thing that players do. So, seems good. And I like the unique take you've taken on this. You've not just gone down the Sword Flash Assassin route, so we don't see a Drake here. We don't see Rogans. You've decided, I'm going to go for like a sustain kind of team. So you got Delacium. We got the Halora here. No ticks. Interesting. That's fair enough, though. Some people choose not to build ticks. We've got Eloise. There's no Ithaquah either. I say interesting because, like, it's a weird mismatch of heroes, really. And you swap ticks for Eloise. Ah, okay. So I assume you beat Aspen Dungeon with him. Maybe it was with the Halora instead, and then you swapped across. The Inosuke is... I don't know. I don't think he's offering much value. I would wait, though, for the regression update to come out, either this month or next month, and then swap him. And then hopefully go for someone who's got a little bit of potency to them. Maybe you do want to go for a Sword Flash. You could go with 2 Sherlocks. Maybe it's a Fiona you want. Fiona could be pretty good. Offering shields for your team. Going into that sustain kind of build that you're going with the Golden Crowns and the Halora. So that could potentially be something to consider as well. Either way, I like the account. It's not terrible. It's pretty fun. Let's go take a look at the guild stuff. How are we doing here? So, guild tech. It's looking interesting. Warrior is meh. Mage is maxed. Good. Ranger is maxed. Assassin not touched. You haven't built any. That's fair enough. Priest is meh. So, as you can see, we've made progress, but you haven't made a lot of guild tech progress. And either you've gone and spent your guild coins, which was probably a mistake you made really early on. Oh, yeah, you got a lot of guild solidus. But I assume by the amount of guild solidus you have, that's just stuff you've managed to save up. So I assume maybe it was just really early on that you got bollocked, right? You got absolutely dingled, and then you quit the game, your girlfriend had a go at you, and then you've come back, and that probably explains why your guild tech progress isn't that far. Because I don't know how soon you came back, but that would explain a lot, right? If you're coming back on an account that's been neglected, it's hard to find a new guild. Eventually, you probably had to wait for the guild update to finally find some people to play with. And there you go. Finally, you can start ticking that over, getting those guild coins again. But that is a big sting to your progress, because guild coins are difficult to get your hands on. They're not cheap. So I totally get that the progress is slow with the guild tech, especially as you didn't play for so much time. But no, it's great to have you back. And what a horror story, chat. What do you think about that? Let me know in the comment section down below what your impression is of the fact his girlfriend made him quit the game because she found out he was spending. Absolutely nuts. It's nice to see the accounts manage to bounce back, though. So that's pretty good. All in all, I think maybe you want to start trying to consider pushing Abyssal Land a little further, like 21, 22, 23, 24, that kind of thing. And the account doesn't look too terrible, though. It now makes sense when we look at your hero choices. The reason we pulled this off the pile originally was because your E5s were... There wasn't much synergy to them. It just looked like you just built a bunch of E5s. And that's probably kind of also still true. But now I see the Halora with the Eos. I've thought for a second, wait, no, that's more like a sustain kind of team. I see the Golden Crown. I get where your thought process could be. And actually, I kind of like it for that reason. Maybe you could tighten things up a little bit. Have a bit more focus on the E5s you're going with and not just build random ones. For example, I don't think Garuda's offering anything for the account anymore. It might be worth to consider Rogans and things like that. And actually, by removing Garuda, you probably won't need Warrior Tech, because I don't see any other Warriors here. So you could potentially sacrifice Warrior Tech to then start considering building Assassins up. And actually, you know how I was saying we could swap Fiona? Didn't even realize you've got an E5 Fiona down here already. So, Inosuke, don't know, maybe you just keep him to be a tenant for Sword Flash, if you do finally decide to build Sword Flash. It's up to you. You got a lot of options. I like that. Options are good. I'll let you be free to make those decisions on your own time. But yeah, fun account. Fun story, and Great to have you take part here. Really satisfying. Again, let me know in the comment section, chat, what you think about this. And has there ever been anything crazy that's happened to you guys because someone found out just how much money you were spending on the game? Like, I've been in that situation. My ex-girlfriend found out I was spending, and she was absolutely mortified. But we weren't saving up for anything, so she was like, you do you. You spend your money on what you spend your money on, but you can't afford to keep doing this. And she was right. Yeah, I went into debt over it. It was really bad. It was crazy. But, whew, man, scary stuff. I'm amazed you survived, dude. Genuinely. But anyway, it's been a pleasure. I'll see you guys in the next one. If you want to have your accounts reviewed, find me at twitch.tv/MKxJUMP on a Tuesday, and I'll see you in the next one. Happy Island.